All right, I am driving back to my office after dropping my kid off at school, but I have so much on my mind. So as some of you know, I'm a freight broker. Been doing it for 25 years. And 3 weeks ago, I had a truckload stolen. I've only had 2 other truckloads stolen in 25 years, so I was averaging about, once every 12 years or so. But had a full truckload of food stuff worth $250,000. Here's what went down. So the driver broke down and in Florida somewhere, and he was at some mechanic, and he decided to disconnect his the trailer, which had all my food stuff in it, and park the trailer on some street that was totally unsecure. Yeah, I'm insecure about this whole fucking thing. But unsecure, no cameras, and then some crook in the middle of the night attached to the trailer took off. The next day, the police found the empty trailer somewhere down in Miami. So how does this happen? Was it an inside job? Or was it the ignorance of the driver, which breaks a disclaimer in our carrier broker agreement that he put our product in an unsecure position? Of course, the thieves got away, and then a couple days later, the driver asks us if he can pick up his empty trailer. To me, subliminally, that's like saying, hey, I'm gonna shit on you, and I want you to wipe my ass too. So the whole thing's a fucking nightmare. The worst part about it is the insurance company max cargo liability is $100,000, so I'm on the hook for $150,000, which is the balance. Yes, the SOP was not 100% standard operating procedure. We should have known from the customer that the freight was valued at $250,000, but doing this for 25 years, all my food manufacturers I've ever dealt with, their product was always under $100,000. Like, I have a juice manufacturer that's like $30,000 for every truckload. I'm not shipping lobster or frozen seafood, which is $1 million. So I was shocked that this gourmet upscale food product that I was shipping, mixed with some houseware stuff like, body creams and soaps and shit, was worth $250,000. So yeah, one load, and my commission share split take on it is $45,000. So it's going to take me about 1.5 years of working for free for this customer to make up the $45,000 loss I experienced on one load. So I'll do hundreds, maybe 400, 500 loads to make up for this one load. That's how cutthroat the freight industry is. Theft has been on a crazy upswing since COVID. Thieves are getting into higher technology. They're using technology. They're using everything they can for identity theft, for hacking into carriers, trucking companies' emails, pretending like they're them, and they steal your load. What's crazy is this carrier passed every, they were active. They passed everything with us before we gave them the load. We still don't know if the driver was at fault for stealing it or, making the bad decision about putting the trailer in an unsecure area. That was his mistake. So I don't know. The whole claim's still in process, but the customer wants me to pay them $250,000 now. So it's kind of like a hostage situation. And I don't want to lose the account because it's $1 million customer. Plus they owe us $150,000 in other invoices, other loads we've done. So it's like you're cornered, and yet there's nothing else you can do. You have to just pay the customer and then hope you can back end the the cost of the claim through the carrier's insurance and possible, possible litigation for the other $150,000 the insurance won't cover because the driver broke our contract by putting the freight in a very unsecure area. Anyways, I'd love to make more videos about my job instead of making these crazy poems that I've been turning into videos about life. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll get on with my grind. Take care.